Alright, I got you set up over here in the mill. And now we'll take the wheel cutter. I keep saying wheel cutter. It's not a wheel cutter. It's a slitting saw. I'm going to take the slitting saw arbor before I put the slitting saw in. And we're going to put that in the machine. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not. We're going to dial that dowel in first. That's the first thing we got to do. Need to get the indicator over here. And my swivel. And we're going to dial that dowel in so we know where we're at. Take that. Take the drill chuck out of there. Give me some more room. Otherwise I have to crank her down. I don't want to do that. Matter of fact, I might want to crank it up a little bit. Collet. Change collets. 3/8 collet in. Snug it up. That was clicking. It was in low gear and I put it in high. That's what that click was. Okay, raise it up. We don't want it down that far. I'm getting winded. Alright. Oofta. Let's see where you're at here. Alright. So we'll move over and dial that in. Just to see where I'm at. I'm off to the right. That's pretty close. Alright, now let's get the needle on there and see where we're at. I bought this indicator at least 45 years ago. And it's still really my go-to indicator. Alright, so we definitely got to go that way a little bit. Okay. Wow. Zero. And we are 7.5. Zero. Zero. Now let's put this on 0. And we'll be in business. 0. Yep. Oh, we're about half thou off. Zero. Well, we were closer before I dinked with it. 0, 0, and 0. All right, we're there. I'm going to zero out my readout. Take that up. Take the indicator out. I'm going to show you a little thing I did with my indicator stem. I've got a swivel stem for it, and it used to be just one diameter. And what I did was I took some bushings and Loctited them on, so I don't have to change collets all the time. So when I'm over there and I have a 1/2 inch collet, boom, I got a 1/2 inch. If it's 3/8, boom, I got a 3/8. If it's 5/16, boom, I got a 5/16. It works very well. It keeps you from having to change collets a lot. But, you know, we had air tool changers, so it really didn't matter much. All right, so now I'm going to change collets and put our slitting saw holder in. It's 3/4 collet. Okay, and we'll tighten that up. All right. Now, our cutter is supposed to be out. Oh, I don't have that dimension on this paper. Wouldn't you know it? I have to go in and get that dimension, because there's a dimension that I want to go into, and .65 deep. So, well, we can figure this out, I guess. The cutter is, I believe, 3 inches, or 2 inches. Yep, 2 inches, so it's 1. All right, so, and to make it ride on the ring, the ring is, I think, 948. All right, so 948 divided in half, be 479. All right, so it's 479 out, and the cutter is 2 inches. So you go 1 inch, 49, 479 out. So it'll be 1 inch, 479. That's where this cutter would just touch this ring, and we want to go 65 deep. So it would be 714. Yeah, 1 inch 714. All right, so that's the number we want to go to on our readout. And that should be the depth That can't be right. That can't be right. Because here's the ring, here's the cutter, and you'll see that's not right. That commercial used to drive me nuts. If you don't know what commercial I'm talking about, I don't even remember what it was for. But it was, that can't be right. Some gal, and when she said that, it just drove me nuts. I'm going to wipe my board down here so I can start over. All right. So, if I go over 1 inch, this is a 2-inch, 1 inch, this edge of this cutter should be right on the center line. Correct? 1 inch. So we're at 1 inch. Let's go 1 inch. And 8, 9. Okay, so there's 1 inch. And there's the cutter. Hold on. I'm trying to find the spot here to get it on the. I might have to take it out of there and put it on there first. Okay, so there's 1 inch. All right, and the ring diameter was 8. Ring diameter, OD of the ring, 948. Okay, so the ring diameter, 0.948. Divide that in half. Is 474, right? 474. All right. So it's 474 from there to there. 474. And then we want to subtract 65 deep. Correct? 65 deep. So it would be 9, 0, 4, 1 inch 409. That's the number we need to go to. This is our number, 1 inch 409. Hopefully I did that right. All right, so anywho, let's get the fixture up there. I left it over here. And it doesn't matter which hole we start on, we just pick one and go. And I'm going to pick one so that the scribe mark is out toward me, so that come on. aren't you going in there? Little buggered. There it goes. Alright. So the ring is going to be on that. We're going to come down and we're going to touch right there. I'm going to lock it. And I'm going to come off of there. So now it's the top of the cutter. Let's put it on the right way. It may not work this way. I might have to take it out of there and put it in and then set the height to the bottom of the I just thought it would be better because you wouldn't have to worry about the spring of the cutter itself. But I can see it's a real bitch to get it on in the right spot here. Oh, there we go. I finally hit the right spot, I think. Alright. Let's get that on there. Well, don't knock it off there. Really? Really? Can't get that started now. Crank it over so I can see. Oh no, I forgot that I was going to tap that deeper. Because this isn't going to tighten up on there. Well, all that work for... I don't think it's going to tighten up on there anyway. Let's get an Allen wrench and see. Sometimes you can squeeze a little more out of it, you know, bottoming the threads into the ones that, the threads down in the bottom that are tapered. Sometimes you can get it to go just a touch more. I don't know if it's going to be a big enough touch though, because it's quite a ways away from it, I think. Yeah, it's quite a ways away. If I have any luck at all, it'll work, but I don't think it will. Well, it might. It might have been just a... booger down in it. It worked. It worked, it worked, it worked. All right, so now get this ring on with the ends close to the scribe line, about like that. There we go. Then we gotta tighten that up. And naturally I have to have two different Allen wrenches. Of course, couldn't have them both the same. That'd be no fun. Alright, tighten that up. Oh boy. Alright, so now the top of the ring of this cutter is sitting to the bottom of the ring. Now we got to figure that out. So it's 50. The ring width is 50. That's the total width. I hope you're still with me. And okay, so that's the total. That's the total. That's the total of the ring is 50. And I'm going to subtract. I'm going to subtract the 15 thou. Right? Yeah, it's 15 thou. So I subtract the 15 thou from that. 5, 4, that's 35. Right? So that takes it down to 35. And divide that in half. All right. And we take that 17.5 and that's what we drop the table, because that'll leave 17.5 thou on that side. So I'm going to zero this out. $10, $15, $16, $17.5. Yeah, who are you kidding? Well, I'm putting it in the half mark, or the halfway in between. So now let's go in there and we'll cut that. We go to this number, 1 inch 409. And it should go over everything. Yep.